It is another great day, and I'm happy to be your host. I am ekfrimpongtheteacher, the teacher, and today we are continuing our series on the singles and searching. Singles and searching. And today's topic is love and lust. Yes, last week we studied open-minded, being open-minded as we step out there to search for a future partner. Today we are discussing love and lust. Why has these two topics become important? As you step out there with your open mind, with a wider market to reach, you must understand what you are really searching for. Are you searching for love? Are you searching for lust? These are two necessary demons. They are two necessary demons because you need them to be present in the relationship and you need them to be present in the marriage. But there is a key problem with it. The key problem being that you must develop love more than lust. But if the lust is more than the love, then the marriage won't last. Yes, the marriage will not stand the test of time. The marriage will collapse if it is built on lust as the foundation. Yes, we rather must build it on love as the foundation because we want to be loved. And when love is present, all elements are present, we touch on 2 or 3 things, then the marriage will work. Then the marriage will work till death do you part. But if lust is the foundation, then the future of the marriage has a problem. Why am I saying that? First, let's go into what is love and what is lust. So, with love, we all know the master definition in the Bible. We know the master definition, and that is what we will stick to in defining love. In fact, love, per my opinion, is developing or falling in love with one's inner being. One's inner being. When you fall in love with one's inner being or one's inner self, then you are in love. And lust is falling in love with one's physical appearance or the things you can see with your eyes or the things that arouse you. When you fall in love with the things that arouse you, the physical structure, the element present, that is lust. And that is not futuristic because we can't promise each other that your body will be the same in the future, or in the future your wealth will be the same. So when you fall in love with the physical environment, with the physical things you see, and the emotional appetite you have for each other, or the things you see physically, that is lust. But love is when you fall in love with the inner person of your partner. So this is how the Bible defines love. In 1 Corinthians 13:4, the Bible says love is patience. You see, patience is not something you can see physically when you meet your partner or when you meet the to-be partner. You see, you can't see patience in the person. Because patience is an inner attribute. It's not something you see outside when you meet someone. Love is kind. You can't see kindness from afar. You must get closer to see whether I'm a patient man, whether I'm a kind man. It does not envy. It does not envy. So love does not envy. You are proud to see your partner become whatever he wants to become. You are proud to see your partner grow. You are proud to see your partner turn out to be his future dream or whatever he dreams to become. You are happy. Then it continues. It does not boast and it is not proud. Love is humble. When you meet your partner, you're humble. It continues in verse 5. It says, it does not dishonor others. It does not dishonor others. It means that you are not only observing your partner, but you are observing your partner's relationship with others. If your partner is fond of dishonoring people, or the to-be partner is fond of dishonoring people, then it also means that in the future he will dishonor you or she will dishonor you. So you are not only observing him when you are in love, but you are also observing his relationship with others. It is not self-seeking. So when you are in love, you don't promote I, but you promote we. When you are in love, you promote togetherness and you continue to ask yourself, how do we grow together? How do we do this together? How do we achieve this together? The conversation is always about us. So when you meet a partner, when you meet a guy out there as you are searching, when you meet a lady out there, and her language is all about I, then you should know that she or he could be selfish. When his tonations are in the singular, then it's a sign that you have to be careful with whoever you are dealing with. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. In the marriage, we will offend each other. In the marriage, we will step on each other. In the relationship, we will offend and step on each other. Can he easily forgive? Can we easily move on? If all these elements are not watched or searched for within the boundaries, then we may be heading towards a disaster. So as you are searching for a partner and you become friends, or you meet someone at the beginning, you become friends, you now need to be checking out for all these things. Yes, I'll add some more, but this is what you should be checking for as someone looking for love. Love does not delight in evil. So he has no intention of doing evil to you or others, but rejoices with the truth. He's not interested in doing evil to you. He tells you when he goes wrong. She tells you when he goes wrong. And you move on. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. These elements that we have just discussed are not physical elements. They are not things that you meet a guy or you meet a lady and you see it all around her. No, it is something you have to get closer to before you can see these things exhibiting themselves. In fact, some will take months to exhibit. Some will take a period of time to show up. But you need to be searching for these things, not the physical things you see. Those things will not benefit the relationship in the future. What will rather benefit the relationship in the future is the things we have to search for. Okay, so now let's look at lust. I'll, in the future, talk much about love and try to break it down to your understanding. But at this moment, let's meditate on the Bible definition. And whilst we meditate, we should consume it ourselves so that we also can exhibit it when we meet our partner or when we are able to pick a date. We should master it so that we can exhibit it. We should not just read them, but we should meditate on them. We should have it off our fingertips. We should have it off our fingertips. It should be common with us. It should be something we have it in mind. As we meet or search for a partner, we also should be able to exhibit this definition of love to our partner. Love is not a physical thing, but it's the inner person's elements or the characteristics of the person within the body. Lust also is a necessary evil because we need lust in the marriage and in the relationship. You can't marry someone you don't lust after or you don't feel very attracted to. You must love someone who you are attracted to, who whets your appetite, who is able to get your body and mind moved towards the two of you making love. That is why some churches and some pastors preach against long dating for long years, and I tend to agree with them. Because when you date for longer periods, you end up involving in sex, which should be after the marriage. The problem with involving in sex before the marriage is that if you don't take care and the sex is good and you keep enjoying the sex between you and the person you are dating, then you are feeling or encouraging lust to grow between the two of you. And as lust grows between the two of you, it will overshadow the element you must search for, which is love and its elements, which you must search for in your partner. Because you did not take time to search for those things, lust will now become the foundation upon which the future marriage or relationship will be built on. And as I keep saying, when it comes to sex and love making, a man or a woman can get it from anybody at all. Yes, when it comes to sex and love making, you can get it out there. It's free. It is available. But what will make you stick to that partner you have selected is beyond sex and love making. That is why we must master the love and not the lust. Because if you see a gentleman out there in your search and you agree to be in a relationship, and in the next 2 weeks you are already spending 3 days and 2 days in his bed, then you are enjoying this sex, wealth, money, car, whatever with this gentleman, and you think you are in love. My sister, you are not in love. You have found lust. That is why a lot of people speak against sex before marriage, and I tend to agree with them. Because when you continue to have, or when you are involved in sex before marriage, you become blinded by your lust. That is why in this world we have defined love as love is blind. Love is actually not blind. The Bible says that he sees evil and he sees wrong, but still forgives. And that is love. So if you are blind, it means that you are not seeing the evil and you are not seeing the wrong being committed by your partner, but you continue to be in it. My sister, that is lust. That is not love. I am doing this topic not because of saying that you should abstain from sex, but as we take this journey into we being singles and searching for a partner and wishing to get the right person, then we must abstain from sex. Because if we don't abstain from sex, it will become difficult for moving from a partner or a relationship that is not working to another one, which would be better or could be better than the one you are in. If our focus is on searching for love and the elements that will make the marriage, the future marriage, last till death do us part, if our focus is on that, we should put behind the sex and love making, because that is a stronger force. When we don't build the love and convince ourselves that we actually meant for each other, and we know that we actually love each other, the last will become the foundation upon which we are building. We must build the marriage or the future relationship on love. So when we meet our partners, as we are searching, we should search for people who understand that we must first be able to come to the conclusion or to come to the understanding that we actually love each other. We must come to that point where we have marked all elements and we know that there is love between us, or we are receiving love from our partner, especially from the man. Before we think about getting consumed by lust, lust is a stronger force, and lust can make you feel like you are in love. That is why I call them the twins. Lust can present itself as love, and when we are not able to differentiate between love and lust, then we are doomed. Therefore, I will encourage you, as you continue to take part in this discussion and in this teaching, to grow love when you meet a partner and not lust. The reason why when you grow love also helps you is that in the marriage you will realize that sex will not always be available. Love making will not always be available. We will not always have that mood or that mind to have or make love all the time. Circumstances may prevent us from making love or having sex for months and weeks. Within those periods, we should be able to stay with our partner. So, in our search for a partner, we must have this at the back of our minds, that we must grow love. We must grow love more than lust. We need those two elements. They are twins. When you meet lust, you may not know it is lust. You may think it is love. And therefore, because we know the elements that makes up lust, we know that it's the physical things we see. Is that the guy has a house, is that he has been able to buy a car, or he has a nice job, or he drives in and out, the guy is rich, or the guy is handsome, he is my crush, he is my taste, or he has a good surname, I can take him to occasions. All those things are lustful things. These things are not things you can build the marriage on. These things are not futuristic. These things will not stand the test of time. The storms of marriage will come, yes, and that is why we must master and grow love. If we do not master and grow love, when the storms come, we may not survive. As I was saying, a lot of things do happen in marriages. Some of them are childbirth, some of them are the man going off or doing something wrong, having an affair, giving birth outside the marriage. A lot of things can go wrong, giving birth to a sick child, your wife being sick, or your husband being bedridden, having stroke, any kind of sickness that cannot make him function well in bed, or cannot even give you access to her or be able to have sex with her. And when all this happens, it still does not give you the license to say, I'm no more interested. And we must have all this at the back of our mind, because the land we are about to step on is called for better, for worse. For better and for worse. So we must develop love. We must ensure we grow that. We should be able to stay for a month, a year, 2 years without having sex, without making love, so that we will know how we mingle, how we are able to keep each other happy, how we are able to have fun before we bring in sex after the marriage. Don't go and master the act of sex. You don't need the experience for anything. After all, if it's the same guy or the same lady you will marry, why worry yourself about sex? I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. I encourage you to hit the notification button so that you'll be seeing more updates. I encourage you to send me your comments. Tell me what you think. Ask me any question, so that whatever I sit here to present will be a solution to your need. I do not want to bring programs that do not meet your individual needs. So ask me questions and I'll gladly answer them as we go on. Searching, and as singles, as we go on searching for a future partner, we will have various discussions. Today, my topic is love and lust. Grow love, ignore lust for now. Ignore lust for now. It doesn't mean that the emotional interest will not be there. No. It doesn't mean that the feeling for sex between the two of you will not be there. No. But try and be happy without experiencing sex. I'm not saying the sexual attraction between you kill it. No. I'm not saying the desire to kiss each other kill it. No. I'm not saying the desire to touch each other kill it. No. I'm saying ignore it for now. There will be plenty of time for that. If we do not develop love, if we do not grow affections for each other, if we do not love the company of each other, if we don't feel like we are friends, and therefore I want to share my day with you, I want to have a lunch with you, I want us to go out, or this weekend I want to spend the whole weekend with you. We go out, we go and watch movies, we go and play games, we go and play soccer, we travel out. Let's have fun. And this fun, let's get to know each other. But let's take out the sex and the love making, because it's a strong force. And even when you think that you are meant for each other, maybe one may be pretending, just to get the sex. But when the understanding is that let's keep the sex out for now, let's try and find each other. And when we find each other and we go to the altar, we can have sex. The truth of the matter is that most men, especially who have been out and have been having an affair with other women, know the particular woman they want. That means they know the particular female they want to spend or love to spend the night with. They know the different types of vaginas. They know which type will attract them. So if you are not lucky and you get into bed with them and you realize that you are not the type they like, they quickly run away. But if you stay on and you guys marry and she realizes you are not the type, you guys can work around it. It is easier to work around a problem when you are married than when you are dating. Because when you are dating, there's no commitment. And therefore, if I feel you are not what I want, if they feel you are not what satisfies them, they go away. But when we grow the love and the affection and the friendship for a period of time, and we become glued to each other, when the other side begins to show up, the other problems, as we learn, we will forgive and move on. We will muster the courage to see how best we can rectify the problem. My brothers and sisters, I hope I've impacted you. I hope you have learned something. I hope it will be part of your knowledge from today. Forget the past if you have made mistakes in the past. The future is more important. Forget the past. You wish you would have met me earlier. But today you know. Henceforth, change your ways. What I will leave you with is this. That this program, I'm running it, or I'm doing this for your own benefit, to impact others and to help others. At my age, when I was searching, and when I was single and searching, my advisors were little. I had none to guide me. Today, I have availed myself to guide others, so that the vacuum, you will not feel it by making mistakes and the experiences you pick on the road. I entreat you to give me a thumbs up, comment, tell me something if it has really impacted you. I want to know I'm a blessing to you. So if I'm a blessing, let me know, so that I'll be encouraged to carry on more. See you again next week. Stay safe, stay blessed, and keep searching. Bye.